Netflix is no stranger to releasing absolute dog crap on their service. Last year they butchered SpongeBob SquarePants, they released that absolute atrocity known as Lift, and they released the Rebel Moon movies. And they've done it once again this year with a movie called The Electric State. The Electric State was surprisingly a movie I was very intrigued to see, because the Russo brothers directed it. If you didn't know, they've directed some of the best MCU movies. Infinity War, Endgame, Captain America Winter Soldier, Captain America Civil War. All these great Marvel movies. Outside of Marvel though, things have not really been sunshine and rainbows. They released Cherry, which I didn't think was bad. I just thought it was kind of mid. Then they released The Grey Man, which I didn't really think was that good as well. But The Electric State is easily their worst movie. This is another Netflix algorithm topper. They get a load of big stars, Millie Bobby Brown, Chris Pratt, Stanley Tucci, Giancarlo Esposito, put them all in this movie, and they hardly market it. But because they've got big stars, well, a lot of people will pay for the service because they want to see these big stars in a big blockbuster movie. Unfortunately though, we get no entertainment value out of it, because these movies always seem to be the most formulaic, watered down movies ever. They are so bad, they are so forgettable, you really get no entertainment value out of your time. What I will say is that this easily has probably one of the more interesting plots of these dumbed down formulaic Netflix originals. I mean, a robot war, we've seen it many times, but there are a few elements in here that really could have worked. Political ramifications of it and stuff like that. There could be some messages about our usage with technology, how we use it too much. There is a lot of good stuff here to make a really interesting movie. But unfortunately, this movie takes the safest route possible. The characters are incredibly one-note. Millie Bobby Brown's character, the main protagonist, her only trace is that she likes robots and she misses her brother. That is literally all of the traits that she has. Chris Pratt is playing not Star-Lord. He's basically playing Star-Lord, but without the charm. He's just very bland, very boring. He sells things, and that's all about it. That's all I can tell you about him. And Stanley Tucci plays the villain who's like, ew, robots. I don't like robots because I don't like robots. That's literally his motivation. The best part of this movie is easily the robots. I really like their designs. The CGI on them does look really good apart from a few times. And I like their differing personalities. My favourite robot was easily Herman. I thought he was absolutely great. Anthony Mackie voices him. And it's so clear that he was having a real blast in the role. I don't know. I just like that he was very mean to Chris Pratt's character. And how quirky and arrogant he was. I just really like him. He was a bit of a badass, and he weren't afraid to throw a few quips out there. And they were actually really good quips too. However, one issue that does come with the robots is that they are basically just cheap advertisement for companies. I'm not even joking. The Planters advertisement played before this movie, and Mr. Peanut is pretty much the main robot in this movie. He's like the leader of them. Like, it was just so stupid. Also, and this is a little spoiler, but there is a shot of Mr. Peanut standing next to President Nixon. Hello, Gibson from the future here, in front of even worse green screen. I just wanted to say, yes, I know that's not Nixon, that's Clinton. I obviously don't know my American history. I'm dumb, I'm stupid, let's get out of the way, let's continue on with the review. I can't lie, when that came on screen, I had the laugh of my life. I thought that was absolutely hilarious. Technically, the film is very basic. I mean, it's shot competently, but there's nothing special about the cinematography or anything. The CGI, for the most part, does look really good, apart from a few moments where it looked really bad at times. The music and needle drops felt very soulless, and the editing was a bit of a mess. Cuts are way too quick. There was one moment especially where it's supposed to be this really sad and emotional scene, and it just cuts straight away to another thing. Like, there's no time to process it. The editing was so weird here. And finally, the performances range from fine to pretty good. Millie Bobby Brown is fine in this. I really am getting a bit annoyed because I feel like she really needs to fire her agent. I've always been of the opinion that she's a good actress. She's amazing in Stranger Things. You know why? Because Eleven is actually a good character. But when she's playing the girl in this film, and The Girlfriend Damsel and Enola Holmes and the Godzilla and Kong movies. She's bad because she's playing a one-note character. She's got nothing to work with. I don't get this whole thing now where Millie Bobby Brown is a bad actor. She's never been that good. She's great in Stranger Things because she has something to work with. I don't get it. Millie, if you're watching this, you're not. You're most likely not. But please, just go into like some smaller indie films or original films. Show your range, because I really do think you are a really good actress. As I said, Chris Pratt is just playing not Star-Lord. I mean, he's good at that type of role. He was alright here, but nothing too special. Stanley Tucci and Anthony Mackie, though, were really good in this. As I said about Anthony Mackie, he seemed like he was having a blast in the role, and Stanley Tucci did as well. Giancarlo Esposito, again, playing a villain. He's just playing Gus from Breaking Bad again. He was okay in this as well. Also, I've just looked at the cast list just to check if I missed anyone. I completely forgot Ke Quan was in this. He's in the film for like 8 minutes. Probably not even that. I'm probably being generous for that. I completely forgot he was in this film. Overall, The Electric State is another watered down, formulaic Netflix original that has just been created to bring more people to the service and to pander to every single demographic available. But even then, I don't really know who this movie's made for. At first I thought, oh, this could be like a PG movie. But it's kind of violent and kind of really emotional for a kid, I'd say. And then there's a bit of swearing in this as well. Not a lot, but there's like, they say shit one time, I think, and they nearly say bitch a couple times. Like, so who is this movie made for? Just don't watch this movie, guys. It's not worth your time. Don't pay a Netflix subscription just to watch this. Netflix, please for the love of God, stop doing this. And please for the love of God, never, ever, ever give a movie a budget of $320 million. I made a short about this yesterday, but $320 million for this? What is going on with budgets nowadays? But yeah, The Electric State, pretty bad. Don't watch it. It's going to get a 1.5 out of 10 from me. And people, that is the end of this review. If you have seen The Electric State, do let me know your thoughts on it. Did you like it? Did you not? Let me know. But I hope you all enjoyed this video. Have a good day. And see you later.